Hi everyone, it's Sarah, the owner and creator behind multifariousnature.com. If you're a new viewer, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, a big welcome back. I'm so glad you guys are here to join me today. Um, so, first off, look at this awesome t-shirt. So my sister bought this for me and it's the cutest thing ever. She works actually for Hobby Lobby, and it says Yarn Life. Hashtag Yarn Life. How cute is that? I love it. She asked me if I wanted it, and I was like, Yarn Life? Yes. I thought it was super appropriate. I don't normally wear a lot of shirts with like things written on them like that, but I thought it'd just be a fun shirt to have, especially for the video. So there you go. And thank you, Hannah. That's my sister. So let's dive into the shop update now that we got past this awesome t-shirt. Shop update. I have been dyeing more, just a couple more skeins for the Yarn Advent Calendar for 2021, Multifarious Nature's Yarn Advent Calendar. So that's super exciting. I love the colors. I'm exploring new techniques. Can you tell it's the afternoon and I don't drink caffeinated coffee anymore? Oh boy. I really feel it. So I've been off of caffeine for a while when it comes to coffee, so I'm still adjusting. It's been months, but I'm still adjusting. Anyway, squirrel. Shop update, advent calendar. So there's still advent calendars in the shop. There's definitely still a few available. So you can definitely pick one up, and there's still some time. Those will again not ship until November, just so you know. So I wanted to just reiterate that. And I need to sip up some of my water here. Oh. Super hot here in Michigan. It's in the 80s today, and but I'm loving it. Absolutely gorgeous outside. I'll get into that a little bit on my life update. But anyway, so works in progress. Oh, an advent calendar. I'll include a link below. Sorry, I feel like all over the place today. I'll include the link to the advent calendar below. All right, works in progress. So, super exciting here, guys. I have been knitting a lot. It has been a minute, right? It's been a few weeks since you guys have seen me, and so I've gotten some progress. So please remember, this is weeks of knitting. This is not a very short period of knitting. So I've been knitting like crazy. So I'm going to talk about the wonderful El Camino shawl. I've been working on this so much and loving it. It is so relaxing, especially after doing that intricate All the Lights cardigan, which was gorgeous and super intricate. This is just soothing, wonderful knitting bliss. Okay, so this is progress, people. Okay, so are you ready for this? Just be very careful because it's getting quite large now and it will fall off the needles if I'm not careful. It has gotten that big. Oh. Look at how big it is. So last time I saw you, I was where that little progress keeper is there. That's a little one of a kind, a multivarious nature progress keeper. Look at this, guys. Look at the progress. Holy Toledo. Now this is like 3 weeks of knitting. And now this is mainly stockinette. So it is knitting and then purling a row on some of these. And then you've got the patterning in these, the areas. Okay, so I have two of my Multifarious Nature colorways. We have Teddy, which is this beautiful, like, kind of a taupe, salmony taupe color with some brown in there. And then I have this is just from a thrift store colorway, this brown. And then we have Multifarious Nature's Spiced Apple Cider color here, which is this gorgeous red with some yellow in it and brown. So cozy looking. So I've been knitting this like crazy, and it just is so much fun. It's just so much fun because even the area where you have some patterning, the texture, it's a very easy pattern to follow. It's very easy to memorize, and it's just it's amazing. I highly recommend this pattern. It is a new pattern from Hand Knit by Cam. She's out of Canada, I believe, and I found it on Ravelry. So of course we'll include a link to its Ravelry link to this pattern. But it is a massive shawl. Massive. This hasn't been blocked, and it's still on the needle. And here you go, guys. This is I think it's a 50-inch cable, and I know that if I pulled this the full size that this is, it would come off of it. It's going to be very big, very big. And I am on, so as you can see, kind of, I'm on the brown right here. So I am going to be doing the last section of the El Camino texture pattern. And then I do the brioche for the edging, and then I am done. So I'm almost there. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I have to tell you guys, like, if you really cram in knitting whenever you can, like whenever you possibly can, you really can make some serious headway. Now, I knit a lot, and I have been accused of being addicted. And it's ever since, we had lockdown. Actually, it was prior, I think it was prior to lockdown, actually. I just started to knit. And then when lockdown took place in March of 2020, it's like, it was just crazy. So I started knitting and knitting a lot and knitting more and then knitting even more, because in the beginning it was just trying to get back into it. And then once I realized I could make progress in a reasonable amount of time, if I really committed the time to doing it, I'm addicted. I'm so addicted. I'm not even going to deny it. Hi, my name's Sarah, and I am addicted to knitting. So, love this pattern. El Camino Shawl by Hand Knit by Cam. I will, of course, include the link below. Awesome pattern. Super, super enjoyable knit and quick. I don't think I'm giving anything away. Anything that I'm telling you is probably, it is on the project page. I would never give away anything that was just in the pattern. But this was size 5. I'm pretty sure that's the size that the actual pattern called for. I got engaged with it. And so size 5 needle, and it just knits up so wonderfully. And and I love my yarn. I love it so much. This is just the most pleasurable yarn to work with. It's a merino. It's 80% merino and silk. So 80% merino, and then I think it's 25% silk, but no, that's not right. Let me make sure I've got the right blend that I'm telling you here. It's, 20 to 20. Oh my goodness. 80% superwash merino, 20% silk. That's the Teddy colorway that I've got here. Oh my gosh. It is so gorgeous, you guys. And it just doesn't even do it justice until you see it in the sunlight, because it's so shiny. I guess you can kind of see that. It is so shiny because of the silk. I just love it. And then this one is same, it's just a different base. The spiced apple cider is on, it's my BFL base. It's a BFL silk. It's a 55% BFL and then 45% silk. These are both fingering weights. Super, super soft. Super soft. And it's so silky, especially working on metal needles. Just slides right off, which, of course, helps with the speed of knitting. Really does. So I am addicted to this colorway. I mean, I loved it when I first dyed it up, but just knitting with it and seeing how absolutely gorgeous this looks. And it can just go with so many colors. It's the perfect neutral. So Teddy from my Multifarious Nature, love it. And of course, spiced apple cider is gorgeous too, but I've been using Teddy the most, of course. You can see that is the primary color. on here, and I just absolutely love it. And I'm getting so excited I have to be careful because these metal needles are slippery, and this wonderful cardigan will slide. Shawl. Oh dear. Shawl will slide off the needles. Anyway, next. Oh my gosh. Thank you for bearing with me, you guys, if you're still here. Alright, next is the Eden wrap. And you'll see this has changed. What? That color's not right. You're correct. So this is using my Kentucky, my wool from Ballyhoo Fiber Emporium. I dyed it. You might remember, and you might not because it's been 3 weeks. But this beauty right here, Wuthering Heights, which is one of my colorways from Multifarious Nature, I wanted to knit with it super badly, but I really also wanted to work with my souvenir yarn. So what did I do? It was undyed yarn, so I dyed it. I dyed it the Wuthering Heights colorway. So this is Wuthering Heights on the non-superwash wool. This is like a, oh my word, I'm trying to think of the actual wool, but I want to say it's, oh, I don't even have a little cards in here anymore, but I want to say it's like a Wensleydale, and I had it written down at one point. Yeah, I don't, but anyway, it's a non-superwash, basically. So it's wonderfully soft. It has some lanolin in it, and I dyed that puppy up to Wuthering Heights colorway, and I'm so glad I did. So this knit up rather quickly. I've been doing quite a bit, so I'm about, I still have quite a distance to go, but this is that wonderfully stretchy brioche, and again, this is Wuthering Heights colorway, which is a beautiful gray, kind of a lilac-y gray color. Oh, it's just moody and wonderful, which is why it's called Wuthering Heights. And this is where I was last week, or 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. I just had like a little portion of this knit up, and I'd ripped it all back, and then I think that's about where I was. And I ripped it all back, and I had to knit it again. So, because I wanted to dye it at first, so there we go. So I've got all of this yarn now dyed up in the Wuthering Heights colorway. Super excited about that. Super wonderful. And again, this yarn is, I want to say it's a, yeah, Border Lancaster and Wensleydale. It is Wensleydale. Gorgeous yarn. And now it's, and you can see, it's that colorway. So glad, because I've wanted to knit with it so badly. I love Wuthering Heights. It is a gorgeous colorway. It's going to be, again, a nice neutral. I'm going to be able to wear this over little dresses. I could wear it as a top. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do that because it will be rather cropped looking, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. But loving this. It's brioche. Probably should tell you the pattern again. This is the Eden wrap by Kaja Vanovella. I might not be saying that right, but I'll of course include the link below. But it's so wonderful. Brioche is so much fun. If you haven't done brioche, you can do brioche. Remember, you just have to be able to do knit stitches, purls, wraps, and I think that's it. Knit 2 together or something like that. I mean, it's really easy, guys. Really easy. It takes a little bit to get your mind around it, but once you start, it's amazing. And like I said, addicting. So that is that. Then the So Faded, oh yeah, you guys, I started a new project, and this is not using my yarn. This is using a splurge. So I just need color, like just wild, crazy color in my life right now, and there's reasons behind that, but just had some hard times recently. So yes, I just needed this. So I splurged. She had a sale, and it's Ruby and Rose's yarn. Her yarn is so wonderfully colorful, and it's not something that I normally would purchase for myself. That's what's so funny. Like, this is not colors I usually wear. I tend to gravitate towards these wonderful like jewel tones and darker colors. Those are kind of my jam. Like, that's what I tend to gravitate towards. But I splurged and I purchased Ruby and Rose's yarn, and I purchased her Afterglow mini collection. And it's a set of 10 minis that are 10 grams each. And then also purchased her Whispering Pines colorway, which is gorgeous. This is Whispering Pines. And of course, it's like coming apart. Oops. And I don't know if you guys can see this. You probably won't be able to, but I'm going to try my best. But these are the minis. I have them all caked up. They're all caked up in my pencil, because I have a pencil in like every project bag. But this gives you kind of an idea of what's going on with the colors. Like, super colorful, bright, and wonderful. And I'm doing the So Faded sweater by Andrea Mowry. It's my first Andrea Mowry sweater or project, and I've been watching Andrea's videos on YouTube. She is just the most like, I don't know, I feel like meeting her would just be wonderful. I feel like she would just be such a kind and genuine person to be around. So I was super excited to finally do her patterns. This is a paid for pattern as well, to pay for it. And here I am so far, guys. So I've only been working on this for a short bit right now, and it's mid-row because it's a sweater. But to give you an idea of the wonderful vibrancy, this is what I have so far. It is so being blown out, but it really is bright and colorful. So this is, let's see, 1, 2, 4, I think this is, 4 skeins so far that I'm working with. They're minis, so basically what you do is you kind of like fade from one to the next. That's why it's called the So Faded. And normally I think the pattern calls for 5 skeins. I'm doing a ridiculous amount. I think I'm doing 12 different colorways in this, but you can see there's this cute little stitch. So this is the sleeves right here, where there's this cute texture stitch going on, the garter stitch. So I mean, I'm not very far, because this is the neck area. So, and this looks itty bitty, and it always does, because I'm on really small circular needles right now, just to make the process easier, but I'll probably be switching to a larger circular needle shortly, maybe, just because of all the stitches, and also because I want to be able to try it on. Instead of be able to try it on, you have to put it on larger stitches. But these colors are so fun and so vibrant. And we'll cut my little stitch marker there. And it's just super, super fun. And it just makes me smile. And there are days when you just kind of need that. So that is literally what this project is all about. It's going to be short sleeve. She has it designed so you can change the length of the sleeves. You can do the cropped or long version. I'm going to try to make it longer than the cropped version. It's basically based on how much yarn I have. So that'll really navigate the length. I'm going to try to do longer short sleeves, so like just above the elbow maybe. And it's a little raglan, so you've got these cute little raglan increases here, because it's top down in the round. It's just so wonderful. Again, stocking net bliss. I love that. And it's colorful, and so it's bringing me a lot of joy, which is definitely needed. And I'm sure at some point I will go into more detail about some of these things, but at this moment I I'm not prepared to talk about it. So we're just gonna go with that. This is bringing me a lot of joy, and I hope you guys have projects like that you just do because it brings you a lot of joy. And I will definitely wear it. And it will be my little happy shirt because it will just make me happy in it. And the reason why I'm so excited about this, even though it's super vibrant and wonderful and different than what I normally would wear, is if you don't remember my Advent shawl from last year, using my Christmas gift of yarn from a chick that knits. I'm going to show it to you because it's right over here. This is my Advent shawl. That is the Shake It Up shawl by Anna Joanna. I loved it so much. I wear this all of the time. I wear this almost every morning. It is so wonderful and warm, and it's like a little blanket, and I wear it out on the deck. I just love it. I love it. And so I knew that doing something wonderfully colorful like this, it would just, again, bring me a lot of joy and just be an amazing pattern to work on. So far, amazing pattern. And just to tell you how amazing this pattern is, this is a raglan increase. Guess what, guys? I'm so excited. I'm so excited because this is the very first time I've knit this pattern. This is the very first try at knitting this pattern. I did not have to rip back my increases. I did not screw them up. I am notorious for screwing up raglan increases. I don't know why, but usually the directions just are not in my language apparently, and I don't understand it. And so I usually struggle and then have to rip all the way back and start over again multiple times sometimes. And Andrea's pattern, amazing. I followed it, I read it. She has tips and errands to everything, and not even remotely confusing at all. She speaks my language. I found a person that speaks my raglan language because I totally understood it and I followed it and I didn't get lost. So thank you, Andrea Mowry. Highly recommend her pattern. I mean, I'm not done with it yet, but so far I think the most complicated part of the sweater is going to be the raglan, and I didn't screw it up. So I'm going to be a Andrea Mowry pattern purchaser for life now. So there you go. Anyway, I'm really excited about that. So those are all of my current works in progress that I have going on, and I'm just loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So I have a finished object. You guys may remember that I was working on these super cute Sail Away socks by Felicity Ward. That's what the pattern's designed by. And they're done! What? I think about this far on the second sock. I had already finished the other one. So this is yarn from Hobby Lobby. I think it's clearance. I apologize because I like to buy yarn on clearance, so it may not be in stock again ever, and it may not be available anymore. So I apologize if it's not available anymore, but I just like to find good deals. What can I say? The colorway is Boot. That's the name of it. And I just did the 150-gram ball and made a pair of shorties. Now I wear a size 8.5 shoe. I think I did a size 8-inch length. You should probably measure these again. And I have hair all over this. Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. Well, we have 2 dogs, guys, and I wore these once. So they're not like freshly cleaned. I did not wash and block these yet either. I just wore them. I don't really officially block socks. I literally just wash them, lay them flat, and let them dry. That's what I do. I don't know if it's the right way. I don't have sock blockers. But look at this. Oh, it fits so good, guys. So good. This is an amazing cuff. This is a free pattern. Pretty sure it's free still. The Sail Away socks. Love it, love it, love it. I'm trying to get the dog fur off. Oh my gosh. But they are sister socks. They are not identical. You'll be able to tell from the cuff. The rest you probably don't unless you're like staring at it. You'll go, yeah, those look different. But the colors are the same. They're sister socks. So those are my sailaway socks. And I used contrasting heel and toe, and then I ran out on this one, so it has a different color on the tip, of course. But love, love, love it. Really comfy, and I will definitely be knitting this pattern again. It worked so well, and I haven't ever knit shorty socks. This is my first time doing shorties. I normally do like mid-calf, so love this pattern. Highly recommend it. No issues with like holes or anything. Love it. So that was my finished object. And then I do have some stash acquisitions. I really am trying to work through my stash, but I bought more. Oh dear. I told you I like to go for clearance, especially at Hobby Lobby. It's one of my favorite places to just get really budget-friendly yarn, especially for socks and things of that nature. That is going to take just a lot of abuse, and yeah, it's for myself. Even if it's for a gift, but especially if it's for myself. But this is what I purchased. So all their yarn was on sale, and a bunch of it was clearance. So I've got some Patton's Croy. Got the Sidewalk Chunk Stripes, which looks really pretty. It doesn't show you a preview of how it will knit up, but I just think these colors are gorgeous. Nice and soft. Ignore the price tag because that's not what the price was. And then I've got, this one is Mid-Century Stripes. A nice, like, neutral, cozy. I just love these. I feel like a lot of people will probably like this because I've had a lot of people, or at least a couple that I know, mention to me that they really like my socks and mentioned that they would love a pair. So I might have to be gift knitting some socks. So I'm starting to stock up on all kinds of sock yarn. So some of this might not be for me, it might be for gifts. This was clearance, both of these. This is Cozy Toes by Yarn Bee, and this is Shadowy Meadow. And apparently this is what it will look like knit up in basic stockinette, but self-striping. I have worked with this type of yarn before, and it knits a really good sock. They're very durable. So it's 93% acrylic, 7% polyester. I think this is what I've used in the past, this type of yarn, and it worked amazing. It feels like it. So this next one is Turquoise Reef, which that's what it would end up like. These are just super fun, and this was also clearance. Just super fun colors, and I've got two of those as well. So I got two of each of those, and then I got a single of this because it was the last one, and I just had to buy it. Of course. It's called Fierce Flame. I mean, hello. And then look at that. It has purple and blue in there, or like magenta and purple and blue and like a sunset. I had to buy it. It's like a sunset. I love sunsets. And that was clearance as well. So those were all clearance. These were not clearance though, so you probably can still buy these. They're just a beautiful colorway. So those are from Hobby Lobby. I won't include links to those because I don't know if they're available, but there you go. And last but not least, my next big project that I am pretty positive I'm going to do. I could change my mind. But I'm pretty positive I'm going to do it. I have been eyeing, and you have heard me talk about him before, Stephen West. Amazing designer, and I've wanted to do a pattern of his for a long time. And I found one that I think I'm going to do. I'm pretty positive I'm going to do it. Because the key with Stephen West, a lot of his stuff, his patterns, his shawls, everything, a lot of them require multiple needles at once to make, like multiple circular needles to make your item. And I, as mentioned before, I do not want to have a lot of needles. I have like one set and that's what I work from. So I don't have a lot to work from. And I found one of his patterns that is just with one needle, one pair of circular needle, one set of circular needle, one size. And it's called the Star Blanket. It's a blanket. I don't normally knit blankets, but I just really wanted to make this one. And it's a perfect way to stash bust. So anything you have like a single skein of, anything that's whatever, but it's a blanket. So for me, trying to wash a blanket being all made out of like really nice pure wool is not on the top of my list because that would be hard. We don't have a lot of space to lay out something like that to dry. So I am going to use primarily acrylics and things of that nature. So I have a bunch of really pretty acrylics. Like this one's really pretty and it's super soft. This was something I found at the thrift store. Again, it's a single skein. I've got these that were from thrift stores. They're Patton's Bosley. I don't know how to say this. It's in French, I'm pretty sure. But it's like these little. It's Canadiana Bosley. I don't know. But it's got this like waviness to it. I've got like a bunch of these. I think I have like 3 or 4 of them. And I'm going to use this in it. And I've just been gathering all of this acrylic that I have. Like all kinds of acrylic. All kinds. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to use these things. I've just been gathering them. The thing that this beautiful color that I can't think of what to do with, this is another one of those like wavy ones. I want to use that in it. And I have some of this. So this is the only one I purchased for it. Soft and Sleek DK. Ocean Wave is the colorway. And it's by Yarn Bee. I have 2 of those, and then I just have like a bunch of this yarn, like a bunch of this like worsted weight. So basically I've got worsted weight and DK weight yarns, like just a bunch of it. And so I'm going to use these, and I'm going to make the Star Blanket. Now, I'm not probably going to start that until I finish one of my big projects. Remember, I tried to do, like I haven't talked about my crochet top. That one's still on the hook. I haven't worked on it in a little bit here. I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. So I'm not going to like abandon it. I just not feeling it. So anyway, I try not to do too many patterns at once. But, so I guess I should talk about life update stuff. I know what I can talk about. I brought them in here to show you guys. So, I've been roller skating, and like I said, it's been warm outside, so we went roller skating, and I actually roller skated outside. So I primarily was roller skating indoors, because I was trying to learn again, and I finally roller skated outside again, and it was so much fun, and it was a lot of exercise. It was amazing. But since you saw me last and you saw Miss Skates last, I've changed them. So I got the Candy Girl skates from, I think it was Amazon. That's where I bought them. No, I think it was eBay. Yeah, I think I got them actually through eBay or Amazon. I honestly don't remember. Um, they were brand new, so I think they were Amazon. It's the hardest thing to find skates, but these are a size 9. Like I said, I'm a size 8.5 women normally, but I did see a lot of people saying because they only do whole sizes, and these are women's sizes, that you go up. So I went to a 9, and this is how it came almost. So it came with different laces. I did purchase new laces. These are wax laces, and they're a lot longer. So I can actually, the ones that came with were fine. It's just that they really just could be tied right here. And these are long enough that I can wrap them around. So the way I like to wear my skates is I wrap it around here and then tie it, because it just feels really nice and secure around my ankle, because I just want that extra support. So that's awesome. And then I also purchased toe protectors, if you can see, because of course, now that I have toe protectors, I haven't fallen on my knees. But when I was in our basement skating, because that's where I was skating before our basement was finished, I fell on the front of these a couple times. I didn't trash the skates by any means, but they got dirty and everything. These are suede, and I didn't want to trash them, because I want to have these for like as long as I can, basically. So I got toe protectors that are suede as well. They're in a different color. These were from Amazon. Bona is the brand. Now I've only worn these, I think, twice now with the protectors on, and of course I haven't really needed the protectors, but that's why they're there, so they can protect it no matter what. And yeah, you see how nice and dirty they are right now? There's dirt like all over them because, yeah, we were actually outside, so they are nice and filthy now compared to before, so I'm really abusing them now. But yeah, just really, really like them. So they're really nice, heavy duty. Like, these are good skates. I now have used these wheels indoors and outside, and they work good inside, but they work great outside. I definitely feel like these are really good on pavement, and yeah, you can definitely tell I've used them now, because like the patterning and details on the side of the wheels are getting all rubbed off. So I still am trying to learn how to stop like going down a hill. I haven't quite mastered that, but I'm just getting back into it, and yeah, so now I've kind of like made them my own versus the way they came. So there's my little life update. I've been roller skating a lot, so with our dogs, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope you guys are doing good. What have you been up to? I hope it's nice by you. You know, I don't know how the weather is, but like what you're up to. Like, I'd love to hear like what's some of your favorite summer things to do if you're in a part of the country where it's summer, or even if it isn't summer by you. Like, when it is summer, what's one of your like favorite activities to do outside? We like to ride in our side-by-side, mentioned that recently, and then we have jet skis, so we like to go out in a jet ski once in a while, and bikes, and then skates are our latest fun thing to do, is roller skate. So those are some fun things that I like to do, and I'd love to hear some fun things that you're up to, and projects too. What are some of your projects you're working on? If you're knitters, because I'm thinking some of you, I'm thinking most of you like fiber arts in some way, shape, or form, if you are listening to this podcast. So I'd love to hear what some of your favorite fiber arts activities are, and maybe some of your favorite projects you're working on currently. And yeah, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you and keep the conversation going. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're staying happy, healthy, and I hope you're creating. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.